Each kind of animal has been gifted by their natural habitat with a unique set of exceptional abilities that allow them to thrive in this hostile environment. They have to battle on their own and demonstrate all of the capabilities that come naturally to them in order to establish their place. The night has passed, and a new day has begun in the forests. There is a lot of activity going on as owls get ready for their busy day. Owls often live and hide in tree holes. Like other birds, owls have no teeth, so they cannot chew, so their main food is usually mice and insects. Owls have their breeding season in the spring, which is an exceptionally advantageous period for them because there is an abundance of food available during this time of year. They will make the most of this opportunity in order to rear their young. Owls are classified as birds of prey and are accomplished hunters. It would appear that every component of the owl's body contributes to its capacity for successful hunting. Once the location of the target has been pinpointed, the attack is lightning fast. The amount of time spent during the day has gradually decreased, and the owl is becoming more active at night. Because of their wide eyes, owls have the ability to see far more clearly at night or in the dark than they do during the day. The two ears are incredibly sensitive and they each have their own distinct shape. Nevertheless, they are both concealed by hair. When owls hunt from their perches on branches, they are able to hear mice squeaking in the distance. It fluffs the feathers and covers the ears, creating the shape of a huge funnel that is able to pick up even the faintest of sounds. The owl's feathers are specially developed, allowing them to minimize the noise when flapping their wings. The owl's legs are designed similarly to those of raptors, having flexible toes, which makes it simple for them to seize and tear apart their prey. The owl's claws are like two traps squeezed together, and they do this when they seize their bait. Because owls' eyes cannot move within their sockets, they are forced to turn their head in the direction that they are looking in order to see properly. When it strikes, the owl will kill its prey with the sharp claws it has on its feet and by using a lot of power. Each of the owl's toes is equipped with a sharp claw, which the animal can move independently from the front to the back of its body. The owl is seen as a symbol of darkness, ghosts, and unlucky circumstances because of its peculiar appearance, which comes from its role as a sharpshooter of the night, as well as its enigmatic nocturnal habits. But the reality is that in addition to being a natural foe of mice, this bird is also of great assistance to people. The versatility of the owl contributes to the effectiveness of its hunting. The acute eyes, in conjunction with the incredibly muscular movement of the neck, allow the head to rotate 270 degrees. Nocturnal, raccoons are carnivores and are native to North America. Raccoons are most active at night when there is less peripheral light, so it's easier for them to perceive the contrast in the items they focus on. This contrast is crucial for seeing in the dark, and it is simpler for them to see at night. This species is typically pregnant for approximately 63 to 65 days, and each birth typically consists of approximately 2 to 6 offspring. The offspring are reared by the mother after being born in the spring, which is when the weather is at its warmest. Raccoons have brilliant eyes during the night, and they use their noses to smell out their prey. They eventually develop a criminal mindset in order to exploit any and all sources of food that they can find. They consume more invertebrates than vertebrates, their favorite foods being frogs, crayfish, insects, and bird eggs. Raccoons can get enough energy from the protein that is found in bird eggs to sustain them for an extended period of time. As a result, they merely take what they need and are not overly greedy. Foxes are often solitary animals that spend the most of the year living in the wild. Nevertheless, throughout the winter they engage in combat in order to mate with one another. The young will begin to leave the burrow when they are around 3 to 4 weeks old, and are weaned when they are between 6 and 7 weeks old. During this time, the mother fox will protect and feed the young. Foxes are primarily active hunters in the early morning and late evening hours. Their eyes are covered with a membrane that helps them see better in low light. In addition to that, their hearing is exceptionally acute. The majority of foxes will spend at least some of each night patrolling at least some portion of their territory. They are well aware of where to eat and when the finest food sources will become available in the region. Foxes are able to communicate with one another through the use of scent, and they mark their territory with urine and excrement. The horizontal movement of rattlesnakes makes them well suited to live in arid environments such as the steppe or desert. They tend to make their homes in wide open areas such as sandy beaches, dunes, and low hillsides that are covered in a sandy and gravelly mixture. Rattlesnakes hunt both during the day and at night by attracting prey with their vibrating tails. The venom of the rattlesnake is considered to be amongst the most lethal in the entire world. As soon as its victim is infected, their venom will make its way through the bloodstream, where it will cause the destruction of both red blood cells and nerve cells. As a result, the prey will become paralyzed in a matter of minutes. It is best to hunt during the night, when the prey is more likely to be asleep. When the lions are busy formulating their hunting strategies throughout the night, the hyenas are more likely to startle the prey, causing them to flee the area. The lions are struggling to get close to the prey at the moment since they are really hungry and feel the need to consume anything. Because there is no longer any possibility for the lions to hunt, and because their prey has dispersed, they have become very agitated. The hyena will undoubtedly be punished for his actions. As the lions have gathered together to attack the hyenas, the dominant male lion is quick to pounce and bite a hyena, severely wounding it in the process. The hyena is rescued just in time by its teammates, which is a fortunate turn of events. As the war continues to escalate in intensity, both sides are drawing closer to one another in order to engage in violent combat. Their bites are highly powerful, and as a result, they can cause significant injuries on both sides. This conflict claims the life of a hyena. There has been no resolution to the conflict between the lions and the hyenas during the night. The hyenas make the decision to exact their revenge, and they set their sights on the cubs as their prey. Hyenas use the opportunity presented by the lion's search for food and launch an attack, during which they capture a lion cub and then promptly murder it. It is too late for the lions to make a comeback now. Leopards raise their young independently. The young are protected and nurtured by leopards within 24 months of age. During the process of rearing their young, leopards will be in charge of hunting to ensure their nutrition. Because of the absence of the mother leopard, hunters will take this opportunity to attack the weak young. After keeping an eye out for a favorable opening to attack the cub, the eagle makes a decision to dive down and seize the young animal. The leopard is lifted into the air by the eagle as it uses its powerful talons to grab a hold of it. The leopard mother immediately scales the tree, skillfully navigates from branch to tree, and seizes the eagle in such a short amount of time that the eagle king is too tired to flee from the leopard's grasp. Leopard has successfully avenged, but now it is still struggling with the pain of losing a baby.